Today we're going to be talking about the midpoint formula. And middle, average, and it's a point. So it's the midpoint of a segment. So when we're looking for the middle or the average of something, we take the x coordinates, add them together, divide by how many you have. Y coordinates, add them together, divide by how many you have. And that's going to be our midpoint of that segment, and it's a coordinate. First example, find the midpoint of that segment given the endpoints. And notice what I have highlighted. I have midpoint highlighted for you guys because it's the middle point. It's the average. So it's -1 plus a -5 over 2, a -3 plus a 6 over a 2. So then I find -1, that's a -3, and that is a 3/2. And you know I like my answers as improper fractions, so please leave them as improper fractions. Now I give you the midpoint of a segment, so this is the midpoint. And this is one of the endpoints. Find the other endpoint. So x1 plus the other segment plus the other point over 2 equals this x coordinate. Multiply both sides by 2. Subtract 2. So that's one endpoint of this segment. Now the other endpoint, y1 plus this y coordinate over 2 equals the other y coordinate. Multiply by 2. Add 5. So we get our midpoint, I'm sorry, our other endpoint to be 6, 1. Next example is getting us again into these coordinate proofs. So I'm giving you 3 points, and D is the midpoint of AB and E is the midpoint of AC. So find D and E. So finding D. D is the midpoint of AB. So 13 plus 1 over 2 and 9 plus 1 over 2. 7, 5. So that's D. E is the midpoint of AC. So that's 3 plus 1 over 2. And 7 plus 1 over 2. So that's 2, 4. So we have our 2 midpoints. Now I need to show that DE is parallel to BC. So how do we show parallel? We show that those two segments have the same slope. So let's find the slope of DE. 5 minus 4 over 7 minus 2, 1 over 5. Now BC, slope of BC. And notice how I'm organizing my work. Make sure that your work is really organized and I can read it so that I could give you partial credit on tests and quizzes. So BC, 9 minus 7 over 13 minus 3, 2 over 10, or 1/5. They have the same slope, so they are parallel. Now we need to show that DE is 1/2 of BC. I'm going to extend my page, extend a little bit more. I'm going to find the length of DE. So this is another way I'm combining everything together. So DE, 7 minus 2 squared plus 5 minus 4 squared. 7 minus 2 is 5 squared is 25. 5 minus 4 is 1. Squared is 1, so I have the square root of 26. BC. BC, I have 13 minus 3 squared plus 9 minus 7 squared. So that is 13 minus 3 is 10, squared is 100, 9 minus 7 is 2 squared, plus squared is 4. So I get the square root of 104. Now it doesn't look like it. Simplify that radical. 104 is 4 times 26, which is 2 root 26. So 1/2 of 2 root 26 is equal to root 26. I want to take a minute just to show you guys what we've proven here. I'm going to draw a quick axes. They're all positive, so I'm going to draw just that quadrant. First quadrant. Okay, so this is point B. That's point A. Point C is 3, 7. So what we've shown is this triangle. We found D, which was 2, 4. We found, I'm sorry, E was 2, 4. And D was 7, 5. So we found the mid segment. So we've shown two things, and this is good review for your final. We've shown that the midpoint of the sides of a triangle are parallel to the third side, and we've also shown that it's half the length of the third side. Okay, so we've used our coordinate geometry to find something about a triangle, and that's what a coordinate proof is. There are your 2 lesson questions for the day. Please make sure those are submitted on time.